And welcome to the triple header. All three games of week 3 on Saturday are happening all at the exact same time. And I know for myself and for Mono, we appreciate you checking this one out. Mono, we had a hell of a game yesterday.
We absolutely did. That was an incredible match. We had some technical difficulties, which are now becoming a standard part of our video production.
Well, let's be honest, Inchon's having some technical difficulties. Do not update drivers before you're about to launch a stream.
As I said on yesterday's stream, never update.
Nothing good can come of it.
If it works, do not update.
Exactly. But what is going to work is the 50v50 or 49v49, because they're kind enough to invite myself and Mono in on 1/16 and STB versus the Parabellum Germans versus the French. Let's go ahead and just jump right into what's kind of on the line for this match coming up. So yesterday we saw Pi 104 versus Raptors High. This is a Swiss system. So every week you're going to play somebody that has the equivalent points from them. It was 8 points going in. They got 8 cap points going in to week 3. And it was a 5-0 for Pi 104. What that means is the second place is wide open. And you see 1/16th right there. Parabellum, that's that PM, PZL, Colt. They're 1 point behind, 6 and 7. This is a match where a 5-0 victory easily puts them into that second place, minus what's going to happen with Phoenix and Exodus going on right now. But even a 3-2, a 2-3 still keeps them in that running for second place, keeps them going closer to Pi 104th. And we're on probably one of your favorite maps, Mono, Saint Marie du Mont.
Yeah, Saint Marie du Mont is... it's a map that I really enjoy playing it. We're gonna not have it for much longer with update 10. That's getting completely redesigned and reworked.
We won't have this version. We'll have a brand new version.
Exactly, brand new version coming up in 10 days.
10 days update 10.
I'm guessing this is going to go down in history as one of the last competitive matches in Saint Marie du Mont pre-update 10.
Well, we're gonna have, let's be honest, there's gonna be another match next week right before, and then we're gonna take a pause with update 10 as the teams try to determine what the impacts. But this is probably one of the most selected, if not only behind Saint Marie Glaze. So I think for both these teams, this is a great way to kind of send off on this map as far as been a competitive base for the game. It's been one of the first maps. If you've gone through early access on Hell Let Loose, you've come to love, hate this map. Let's talk about some of the love and hate here with some of those middle point checkpoints here. It actually is going to be a tale of 2 checkpoints. You actually have 1/16th and STB will be playing as the Germans coming from the south. And let's actually go ahead and make that more gooder. And yes, guys, that's a joke. Every time Inchon slaughters the English language, that's a joke. Anyway, they'll be coming from the south as the Germans. Parabellum's coming from the north. If we see town outskirts, that's going to be heavily favored on that north side. But we have seen some flips happen with town outskirks.
It is a really hard spot though for the Germans.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's probably one of those points, because it's so far favored. And the reason it's favored is the Allies have that truck spawn always in the top left corner. Germans always have it in the bottom right, or just whatever sides, top left, bottom right. That's where the transport trucks are. And then because that strong point circle is so far on the north, combined with you're going to get to that ×3 multiplier quicker. You're going to be able to get it with more people because of the transport truck. This actually was one of the points. Expect to see 1/16th and STB actually play straight up for the counterattack, not even go in for the circle. Artillery is going to be key on this map, especially with the strong points. One area where you've seen a lot of carnage is right in that middle point, Rue de la Grande. In fact, we actually saw it last week, one artillery shell take out 9 people. Just brutal.
Yeah.
And then town outskirts. You want to tell us a little bit about or not town outskirts? Sorry, the barn. We'll never see this point again. This is going to be off the map with the new Saint Marie du Mont. What's your thoughts on barn there, Mono?
A barn. I think it's a it's a bit more balanced than town outskirts. The Americans do have an approach onto it that's fairly hidden, but they also have that tall grass. Uh, there's also really good positioning that the tanks can take behind a barn from the south on the German side. And get some really nasty shots in at a distance that's basically, you're not going to be able to deal with it, except for maybe getting another tank to flank it or something. So I think actually Barn, even though it is further up to the north, kind of favors the Germans because of that positioning there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, let's put out a little bit of key terrain on this, just because, like I said, this is the last time we see it. Let's discuss it a little bit off here as the teams get filled up here in the match. You have what I like to actually kind of talk about. You have obviously the strong point, a couple buildings in there; those are given. But what I actually like to see is the right side of that strong point in that A triangle allows a lot of freedom of movement. You're not able to get pinned down so much by artillery, and when I talk about freedom of movement, you can kind of come around this backside there. You can come up this side. You can work back around to here. That's a really good area to kind of have as a base of operations happening. I just realized, man, that line is thick. That is a thick line. Meanwhile, Magic Hill, that B spot down there, the amount of lines of sight that you're able to have with that Magic Hill, especially for a well-positioned Tiger or Panther coming up from the German sides, that is huge, and really it influences all this area coming on from that north side of there. So I think you're right. It does favor them. And then finally, you have a lot of those hedgerows kind of on the left side. That's that C kind of checker, if you will, going around there. You're able to control that. You're able to control the active sector. And then from there, we actually saw this last week. Then you're really up to where that second point is going to come out to. And is it going to be on a line? You're going to be able to keep that defense and switch over to the offense, or is it going to be offset, which I think we all love to see in competitive matches, is those offset points.
Yeah, I think if they happen to cap if the Axis happen to cap Barn, we are going to need to see the other team push this flank into Barn, into get behind, control Magic Hill, and then make a big push onto Barn.
Yep.
Because if you don't do that, it's really, really tough. It's a really tough point to take back.
So we're talking all this about Barn. Hopefully it comes up after we talk so much about it. Like I said, the teams are just getting in there. I want to kind of chop or show a little bit here, and there's been more accurate overlays. But where the new map is actually kind of happening, it's actually rotating, and then that bottom right sector is just going away. Everything in the red side is going away. So hopefully see this. We're going to be actually getting to it right now as we jump into game here. Teams are set. So one thing about this, the Summer Cup is you can drop down to less than 50. So actually looks like the teams are going 40v40. Not sure which team had the short players, but doesn't matter because we are even, and all that talk about Barn, we're not going to see it. In fact, we're going to see probably the most balanced one on this one. Rue.
Yep. We're going to see definitely see some action down the middle road here. And I'm expecting a big flank on the right side onto Magic Hill at the start of the game to take control of that, and then start pouring the Germans start pouring in from Rue over there.
And one thing I'm looking at, we've kind of seen it been a staple here, those early 2 minutes and what is being set up on those defensive structures. We see some engineers out here, Wolfsblut coming in with the supplies, getting some barbed wire putting down. Mono, let's go ahead and flip over to you for what you've seen over on the Parabellum side. They doing any fortifications on there?
I'd say quite the opposite. We have Mandalorian here just running to get some arty, and we're not seeing that I want to say almost established now preparation of the back point, so you don't get constantly sniped. No such thing going on here, sir.
Well, we're 30 seconds left of the warm-up period, so 116th STB taking advantage of there. Looking at our 5 points, let's go ahead and go side by side here on the map. We do got a little bit of an offset here. My apologies. We're gonna go ahead and just go to Inchons while we quickly fix mono. So a little bit of an offset here as we got from the south graveyard coming up into La Montiere, a hard point to take. From that going into Rue, which we already discussed in the midpoint there. And Mono, go ahead, and I got you now on the save. We'll go side by side on the map.
It wouldn't be an Inch and Mono stream without some technical issues.
Oh my god! You think of all the things you got to set up, all the things you got to set up. Then going into Crossroads and finally the Battery. If you do go back, and that's a lot of distance to travel there between the Crossroads and Battery. But looking here at the start right now, we have you got the supply trucks
setting up on hill.
Yeah, we got a little bit of supply truck, actually a little bit of an atypical position. Looks like a squad leader's going to be able to get there. Transport truck coming in from 116th and STB. Got to go ahead and be able to get immediately into the cap pressure. Things about 3/4 of the way filled. That transport truck rolling in. Actually, we got a Luke's now. Just took down looks like a supply truck from Parabellum. So beautiful opening right now by STB and 116th. As expected, Parabellum dropping in that artillery. Kits on the right side. They moved in on the left side. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Expect that second shell, though, to adjust. Cap progress.
I'm really surprised about this. They really let 116th and STDB take the point. They didn't put much pressure. They might be playing for the recap, trying to set up some good flanking positions here.
Yeah, and it's surprising we actually not seeing too much artillery. Another one coming down, but not nearly at the rate. That transport truck that brought him up there, that's taken out, but its damage is already done. I want to point this out. We're now on the east side looking west into Rue, and 116th and STB pushing out beyond the strong point, trying to get as much of that map control. And so far, Parabellum's just holding that top left corner.
Yeah, they've taken position here down on the main road. I constantly see this garrison on main road being placed further and further away from those houses. Most people in pop matches place it by the house. This garrison's placed right here. It's a good spot, a good hiding spot, so it's not as obvious where that garrison is. So yeah, good on them right there. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna have a very easy time pushing from this main road down to Rue.
Well, 5 minutes out, Rue is taken by 116th and STB. Flipping back on this, we now see some elements of Parabellum starting to challenge the north side of the hedge. Front elements of STB, Richendorf, supported by Rousseau. I feel pretty good on my German so far today.
Richthofen.
Okay, nope, don't feel good anymore. There you go. That was short-lived. Use of smoke, always something I know Mono looks for there.
Oh man, yes.
And he got one step out of that smoke, and Rich and Rusev were able to take him down quickly. You got a 2 versus 3 happening around here, but look at the squad leader off in there on the north side of your screen as he's actually moving around. Now the 3v2's down to a 2v1, still in favor of Parabellum. Fees and Tim. See, I like these names. These are nice, easy names for me.
Nice, yeah.
They're actually gonna go bypass a little bit on this side.
116th and STDB are pushing that house down the main road we were talking about earlier quite hard. They have already gotten 2 guys in. They are pushing down this flank as well. And let's go over to Cav and Bellows here, see how they deal with Lich King.
Yep.
Do I have clip enabled? Oh no, there we go.
Yep.
All right, there we go. Magic. Ooh, nice. They're definitely looking for that garrison. If they happen to, have a good push here, that's going to be a real setback for Parabellum.
Indeed, indeed, and you know, map control is so critical at the beginning here. What I'm looking for is the armor situation, and we do have all of Parabellum, or sorry, 1/16th STB armor is off on the far right-hand side. Not really working with the infantry, but kind of staying at bay a little bit. Let's go ahead. I'm going to flip it over here. Magic Hill, one individual from Parabellum holding on there. We got a 1v1 happening. Candyman 4711 taking against 4-man for MN. Candyman is not so sweet today as he gets shut out. Tiger now moving into center point. There is one Panther over here at a distance, but Magic Hill is controlled right now by Parabellum, and that could start to kind of move around. You actually see the commander mark right there. Commander knows how important that position is. But small elements happen over here on the west. Let's go ahead and Mono flip over to you. What you're seeing?
Yeah, STDB still pushing this flank really hard. They have an OP right there. Kind of a dangerous OP, to be honest, because if somebody runs from the other side, it seems like they would take it out. And they're trying to root them out here, trying to find their OPs. Is that a garrison? No, OP there. Raslin here going for it. Let's see if German is going to be able to take him out before that happens. Oh, nope.
He gets...
He got a spawn. And German's saying, I don't want any part of this fight. I'm just going to camp here.
I changed my mind. I immediately regret everything.
I think he's just going to lay there and wait for the opportunity to get another OP. You know, it's really easy to just hide there. Oh, there we go. And these guys, yeah, these guys want to push and find that garrison. Let's see if Raslin here, the rocket, is going to be able to spot that garrison on the tree. Maybe take it out. I think there's a crossing here. He hasn't seen it yet.
Didn't.
Yeah. I almost want to, you know, use the voice comms and say, like, look to your left, like the voice of God.
Indeed. And I'm over here looking at Magic Hill. Magic Hill is being challenged by the Tiger.
He's seen it. He has to have seen it. There we go. Oh, that's short.
Make it count. Make it count.
You gotta, come on. Come on, Raslin.
Let's get a little closer, waiting for that spawn wave.
He doesn't want to reload, because if he starts reloading and, you know, they get a spawn wave, then that's going to be the end for him.
Yep.
Come on, dude.
We've all been there. We're also when you come up close and like 10 guys spawn right on that garrison. Yep.
Yeah, so that garrison's gone.
Yeah, let's go ahead and switch over to the maps here, because I want to highlight a red zone garrison opportunity that actually has been highlighted or put in by Rude up there from Hotel Squad. Coming on the right side, it's going to be one sector out of the active, but it might be enough just to start launching some OPs around. Meanwhile, looking at the garrison situations, for 1/16th, 4 garrisons back in the safe sector or lock sector. 1 garrison, 2 garrisons forward in the active sector. So a total of 7 garrisons down by 1/16th STB in the first 10 minutes. How are we looking for Parabellum?
Yeah, Parabellum has 2 garrisons only in the entire map, which I think is a huge mistake. I think they're kind of confused right now. You know, they lost that frontline garrison, and I'm not really seeing anyone push down this main road, which is kind of concerning. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the situation is, what's going on. There's a lot of squads just... There's not a lot of cohesion, it seems, right now. Yep. They do have some squads behind their backline, but that's not going to count for much if they cannot defend south of Crossroads. Yeah, you definitely see them trying to put focus on the Magic Hill. Another thing I want to point out here, look at the amount of tanks that right now for 1/16th at STB, 4 tanks on the map, and relatively playing about 200 meters back from the front line. So not being that aggressive with their tanks.
But slowly but surely now, you actually see Charlie Squad coming over here. Looks like, who is that squad leader? General Hux coming in from the backside. Garrison on the north side coming in. Crossroads could be a little cheeky. Oh, they got their second red zone garrison over here off C3. That could launch to a quick attack on battery. But for right now, that is all 8 garrisons down.
Yeah, I see a lot of people dying at Crossroads. It seems like it's getting hit by Artie. Let me check that real quick.
Yep.
Where's Crossroads?
I got it. I'm on Crossroads here.
Oh, it's right below me. Yeah, I think this garrison right at Crossroads is actually gonna... I think it's gonna complicate more than it's gonna help them, because they're just gonna keep spawning here. They are gonna get RD'd, and they're not gonna be able to push too much from Crossroads into those, you know, those flanks that are coming. I want to remind everyone, by the way, on my screen, the blue guys are the Allied. On Inchins, it's the other way around. So, you know, keep that in mind.
Yep, always feel free to check the top left and right, know what the orange and blue colors are as we switch back and forth. So artillery did get a few attacks. It was panning back there over here on Crossroads as the defenders from Parabellum were getting challenged from the back and front. Looks like now they feel comfortable on the backside. We see a heavy fire team, a team of 4 over there on the glider, holding tight on that, but you see those blue dots off in a distance. Oh, here's one of the favorite things to do. We got a lone supply truck. Oh!
Yes.
One shot goes down. Let's go ahead and capture that one. See who that was on the instant replay there. That was Bellos. Bellos had that one.
We got an airhead coming on from 116th onto left side of Crossroads. It's been identified and it is getting swarmed in. What I'm really surprised about, though, is there is a Sherman that has his back to that airhead. And we always talk about coordination between tanks and infantry. And this, yeah, now the guy is rotating. And is he going to get that airhead before anyone happens to spawn? No, he hasn't seen the airhead yet. And they did get a spawn behind him, wrestling there. Is he going to see this tank? Yep, he sees it. One shot at the back.
It's actually see that route shell fly over. Stuck between a rock and a hard place for that.
That arrowhead's still up, by the way.
Yeah, just went straight.
Okay, yeah, this could have gone way worse, right? I'm gonna be critical about this. This cannot happen in a combat match. You can't have a tank with an airhead drop behind it and, you know, that not be communicated immediately.
Well,
that's something.
I mean, if no one saw it, it's gonna be hard to communicate. But
no, it was marked on the map. It was marked on the map, and there were infantry trying to rocket it like 30 seconds before the tank turned around, or a minute before he did.
Correct. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just pull back up the side-by-side one thing because
oh my God.
No, can't miss the bombing. No cap progress yet from that bombing run. Was it able to, I knew there was a tank on that main road. Was it able to take it out?
No. That tank is still alive.
Yeah. Bombing runs can be effective, but really not that efficient.
Yeah, they are gonna have yeah, this is the battle for Crossroads happening right now. Do we have cap pressure? No, not yet.
No cap pressure on Rue. Rue is now I was actually gonna pull up the attackers from Parabellum are actually doing a good job of getting some of these rear garrisons knocked down and putting themselves in position. We have had 1 or 2 guys from Parabellum get into Rue.
A quick side-by-side?
Yeah. And this is one of the things I love most about this is especially for the teams that are able to go back and see where they're at. So look at this. At one time, Parabellum had 8 garrisons up. 4 here in the backfield in the inactive. Now they're down to 1.
You mean STDB?
Thank you very much. STDB and 116th had 4 garrisons. Now they're down to 1. they've lost this garrison on the west side. Now, granted, they haven't been able to get up here, but essentially right now they have just as many, minus this one garrison on the far right that I don't count, just as many offensive garrisons as they do defensive garrisons. Actually, we just see that garrison get taken down. So Parabellum, recon, or rear echelon, or rear attack has been effective, at least in causing some destruction here in the backfield, and not having 1/16th be able to, and STB be able to give a full pressure onto the point.
Yeah, they do have this nice garrison now here, and they are sandwiching these guys that you see on your map around this area right here, between these two forces coming from crossroads and coming from behind on main road. However, not much being okay. We got one dude. Well, he got taken out on route,
and he's dead.
But, yeah, Jig Squad, if they are able to build this garrison, have their guys rotate, and are these 50 supplies, or but they should be able to put down a garrison on Magic Hill, and that should put a lot of pressure if they manage to use it.
Yeah, but we can actually see right now from the side-by-side, you actually see that 100 meters would allow it to be posted. But here's a critical thing why we got it up. Resource generation, we're right around 19 minutes into the match, and already Parabellum is down to 55 fuel, which is basically
Not
running on
where you wanna
fumes. Go ahead and do, how much generation are they doing? Because I don't see a lot of nodes for Parabellum on the map.
No, they have a +13, +13, and +10. So they're definitely down. They could have more nodes up for sure.
Yep. And they're going to, from the situation from STB and 1/16, they have the advantage of that middle point, but in the resource generation, +13, +18, +13, not really using too much of that advantage. And tank situation, 2 tanks on the front lines, a couple tanks now going to be coming up from the rear.
Yeah, let's see what the tank situation is. Are they coming down the main road? Yeah. They're going to be facing, we got to have a tank battle on Crossroads anytime.
Yep. And I know this is one thing we wanted to look at. I wanted to look at the composition of some of these the teams. So looking right now, you have Able Squad as a recon, Baker Squad, full 6-man squad, Charlie 4-man squad. Here's your armor, 2-mans, Easy 5-man. Fox, this is interesting. Another 2-man squad here with the plebs tag. Not sure what that means. I'm sure they'll let me know later. 2-man tanking, another 2-man squad, 2-man recon, 2-man recon, 2-man squad, 2-man squad, 3-man squad, 1-man.
So using that multiple squad tactic.
Yeah, and what I'm assuming is if we watch this, you're actually going to see people bounce between squads and use those OPs. I'm over here in Sugar Broadcasting. Go in, Sean. Captain Dirch from Mike, he's a single squad here also, picking another single squad. So wait for these guys, see the way they're going to bounce around between there. Meanwhile, looking at Parabellum, full 6-man squad, Baker full 6-man squad from Colt. We see a solo here, Charlie possibly doing the same technique, a 3-man tank crew, which is something that we're not seeing from 1/16th at STB, 5-man squad, mono broadcasting, another 3-man tank crew. So Parabellum going with the full 3-man tank crew, which is probably going to have an advantage in update 10. Right now in update 9, a lot would argue that you can do just the same with 2. 6-man, 6-man. So as far as the composition of the teams go, 1/16th SCB using smaller units. Single squad leaders are going to be able to bounce back and forth. Nothing quite happening yet. I'm glad that they allowed us to do that nice pause and review that, because I think that was one thing important to see, the different styles in competitive play. But we do see some forward elements right now from 1/16 starting to head into this hedge. Bellows going across the open field. Interesting move. Let's see how that's going to work out for him. Top elements over there on the right-hand screen get shut down.
Right now, Parabellum has 275s posted at either side of Crossroads, but not really, not really controlling the flanks, just that main Crossroads area.
Yeah, and Parabellum for their defense is doing enough. Not really getting any pressure by 116th STB, keeping them at bay. We have seen a red zone garrison on the top right. We've seen an airhead on the left. Neither one of those materialized into anything significant as far as offensive pressure. So Parabellum's defense holding tight. Here's one of those Shermans that you were talking about. Looks like that's 75.
Yeah, he's got a spawn. Bellows just spawned on the left of him. Yeah, now they've spotted him. Are they gonna spot the OP? Yeah, that OP's gonna get taken down. There we go.
Done. Meanwhile, looking at offensive capabilities for Parabellum, we actually see a little bit coming now off of a different flank, which is not a bad idea. Here to the far west of Rue, you actually see Rue right there in the far right of your screen, right-hand side. And then a squad trying to run that road going east-west, throwing out some smoke. They do have the numbers right now. You see some elements starting to come through. Let's go ahead and zoom in, see who we got on the map here. Key engagement down there in the bottom left of your screen. Engineer and Ged. Ged takes down 2. Looks like Lich King and somebody that just released. So Ged getting a 2-kill pickup there, which is going to be nicely done. We actually see
we got Renaissance here. Yeah, yep. Trying to take down one of the Tigers. 116 is rolling in with another Tiger and another Panzer from behind where Renaissance is. And he just bounced a shot on the back of that Tiger. That's one of those moments, you know.
Those can be so defining. The Tiger just took out his own guy with the splash damage as he was trying to do it. So Renaissance says, "Thank you, Tiger." Tiger says, "Sorry." Wah, wah, wah. Sad trombone.
I don't think this guy has any more rockets, or he would have fired them already.
Either that, or he's just gonna let that Tiger do all the damage for him. Well, that Tiger's gonna kill his own team. I'm not gonna stop him. Oh, he actually does have a rocket.
Yep.
Connects it at distance. Being patient, and you know, this is one of the hardest things about this game that separates it from a lot of other ones. Patience is rewarded, and then aggressive action coordinated. We saw that yesterday with Pi and 104th. Aggressive action, smoke, combined arms, but right there we're seeing it from Parabellum. The patience on that AT player, letting this scene kind of develop, letting that Tiger think that he was safe.
I don't think that patience is going to pay off, though, because they've repaired the Tiger twice already. Does he have 2 more shots?
Is Renaissance going to be able to see?
Right there. Yeah. Oh, Magiro got destroyed, and he's going to take...
Renaissance!
Oh, nice.
Renaissance got... Now that's 4 kills! That is combat ineffective on that Tiger.
The Tiger, it seems.
Yeah, there is no one in that Tiger right now, so while it's not destroyed, Renaissance has taken out of action. Good job, Renaissance. Well done, old chap. And now he's going to go back in the field.
Where are the Tiger and Panther that were roaming around here?
Well, let's go ahead and look at the side-by-side Renaissance, and we'll come back to you here in a bit. Looking at the armor play, you got, you can see right there.
Yeah, that one got taken down.
Yep.
We got a tank taken down right there, 75.
Yep, Crew's going to be running back into that, but for the STB and Tiger, STB on 116th, you got 1 tank commanded over here by Zeron. Looking down the front line road at Crossroads. Actually, check this out here. A good squad. I want to see this happening. Moving in off this hedge. If they wind up connecting on a couple of these shots, led right now by Olu as the assault class. You know, rocking that STG, if there's one thing that's going to be able to cut down multiple.
Oh, he's got a tank.
Yeah.
Some tank support rolling in.
Oh, yeah. And so that attack is shut down. Here's something we haven't seen.
We got Raslet behind. Check your left side.
My left.
Oh, but they're down. They're down.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was going to get to destroy that supply truck.
Yeah, nothing happening there. This is something we are seeing some smoke going out. Smoke is good. HE, I feel, though, would have been a little bit better in there, suppressing those guys, as we saw that defense having the freedom of movement to move back and forth. But the Parabellum's defense is holding tight. And remember, as we said at the top of the broadcast, even just holding on to a 2-3 victory for Parabellum is critical because of the ranking system in the Swiss system. It's not an all or nothing as far as a loss goes. Let's go ahead and look at a little bit different position here. As
Parabellum now has, I believe, 2 squads behind Rue. So they've taken quite an aggressive position here, and you know, seems like they are gaining. That Panther now coming down. They don't have an AT gun, AT guy real close here, it seems. Renaissance is off to the side, and so is Urso. That Panther right there, chilling in that smoke to the left of me. But these guys, they're not pushing very hard, it seems. They have that red zone Gary, and they're just, yeah.
Doing what they do. But, you know,
oh, now they're gonna get wrecked.
Uh-oh. What's gonna happen?
Urso, come in. Renaissance, don't run away.
Man, Renaissance was doing so good. Renaissance, man, talk about taking down a complete crew, getting on a shot there. Looks like, is that Mabo? Maybe coming in for Parabellum?
Here we go, Urso, come on, Urso, you can do it. One shot to the back.
Make it happen, make it happen.
Oh, man. And I'm gonna say this position's not gonna last very long.
No.
Because they did lose their OP. The Panther coming in.
Yeah, Panther, that's a solo Panther right now by Mahik.
I don't think he has seen the garrison yet.
He's doing just enough to lock it. It's Mahik solo tanking in the Panther. Now it's going to be coming up a Wolf's Blood, looking to go ahead and lock down that garrison. Or destroy it. It's already locked because it's within 100 meters. Wolf, I think, saw Lich Kings, but first... Yeah, I think he saw Lich King, but first going for the garrison. Unselfish play there. And that garrison, all that work set up. There's still some elements from Parabellum on there. No cap, while we're watching this, there's been no real cap progress yet. To speak of, I'm actually going to flip us over to the most current wave coming from 116th STB, actually from the north side of Crossroads. So we've seen them try east, we've seen them try west, we've tried north, we're trying once again on the north side. This is something that is a little atypical for 116th and STB. Normally you see their armor and infantry working really well together, and right now their armor's kind of been a little bit more conservative. Possibly a tactic to drain the resources from Parabellum, and yeah, we got Candyman down here in the bottom. Let's see if Candyman's okay.
Parabellum is down to 85 fuel, by the way.
Yeah, well, they were at 55 when we saw them.
So they have a bit more.
Yeah, so they're treading
they are
water.
Conserving, yeah. And they do have 2 tanks fielded.
Last OP up here on the north side from 116th, Rusal Richentoff trying to defend it. Raytar, oh, actually Raytar gets hung up on the barbed wire. Russo takes down 1, he takes down 2. Looking for the 3rd one, doesn't happen.
Why rich and tough? That's not even the order of the letters.
What? I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like it now should be his name. You know what? I went to the lake today. You know, maybe I should start drinking. Untalented. We've seen his name before. Okay, Rich Toffen. Rich. Okay, let's get this right.
There we go. Richtoffen.
Richtoffen. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, so yeah, you're right. It's not. I didn't even come close. Now, what did come close is Rich Toffen's shot on that tank. Bullet getting a couple kills. That nade doesn't quite land where it's supposed to. Oh!
Oh, wow.
I can tell you what he's not anymore. Whatever his name is, he's not breathing. Artillery. Wow. Oh, God. Whoever comes in on that spawn. Oh, this is going to be ugly. I got the replay button ready. Bullet over on the right-hand side of the screen. Oh. 2 rounds. There's only... Oh. Okay, so comes a whistle. The 3rd. Only 1. Oh, that bunker system being effective on there.
Those trenches are super effective.
Yeah, look at that.
But they are starting to converge on Crossroads really fast, not only from this side,
Yep.
But also on the other side, and do we see any cap progress? Yeah, 25%.
Yeah.
20%. Oh,
actually, it's 75% cap progress. As we look at that one squad, just pulling enough back. DeFay takes out on the bomb and run there. Looks like defense is being reestablished. Rico from 116th is the only one left, but look at now that squad from Rich Tolfin. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. I'm sorry, buddy. Now that squad actually is going to be combining with the other individuals, and actually that bomb and run just probably provided enough coverage as far as smoke and whatnot to allow that squad to come in. And look out now, the attack is back on. We're over 30 minutes into this mark as Candyman is cleaning up the last of the two defenders. Raytar's down. Not a single defender in the crossroads as we are right at 90%.
This is not a good place to be because they have absolutely no garrisons on battery.
Well, and yeah, you see this right now. They have no garrisons, and here's all the defenders that were going around wide now looking to come back who did have this garrison. I think we actually just saw a spawn happening over on this left-hand side. Kev and Bodo now moving up. We see no quick cap. There is one blue dot there. Was that actually the commander back in the battery? I saw that.
Yes, yes.
That is a cheeky commander. I think that's Tempest as the commander. Well done, buddy. Well done. So, no quick cap from this. Let's go ahead and take a look if the counterattack. Two squads right now going to be coming in the backside. Let's see how this counterattack's going to be successful. They got a lot of open ground to travel. Not that many defenders from 116th and STB.
I'm surprised they haven't built a Gary yet. And
two squad leaders taking point, coming in from the south side for the counterattack. Valde on the left, Gordon going far right. Third squad leader, Dima, now going to go ahead and take position up for the glider. Nade's going out. When in doubt, throw a nade.
Did I lose you?
Nope. Dima makes contact with one. Valde filling out the other side. I believe I pronounced that correctly. Holding out the wet side of the road. Untalented Dima going to be facing off. Dima gets the best of Untalented.
Oh, they are taking back Crossroads.
Yep. That cap pressure coming in as more and more people come in. That southern, all that those multiple squads coming in for the counterattack. 116th and STB maybe not expecting this much to be down on that south side. You see the defenders coming back in from the right. 50-50 right now, still going advantage over to 116th STB, but as more of these defenders from 116th...
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Where are the tanks?
Where are the tanks? Let's see, the quick flip. Tanks are still down south of the Rue.
Should have those tanks up here already.
Yeah. Now we
see...
They
are losing Crossroads.
Well, 116th STB now get inside the strong point, takes down Dima. Valde, one squad leader back up. Defense is now regaining above 50%. As now these elements from Parabellum starting to get whittled down. More and more defenders coming in, so 116th and STV got a little bit of a surprise there. Don't think they were expecting a good a full-on counterattack, but responded well. Let's go ahead and check the side-by-side map here.
Right, so, I lost the Discord feed, by the way.
Okay.
No,
so we do have
So
you do got the two tanks down here at the bottom, and then this has kind of been just a really atypical game from 116th and STB. Not use. I mean, their tanks are doing what they need to do. Obviously, they got the fuel. We're not seeing a lot of Parabellum tanks get anything crazy, but we're not seeing the tanks really being, leading the charge or opening up avenues for their infantry. Now they're on the main road, starting to come up. Looking at the garrison situation, you marked earlier once Crossroads went down.
Yeah,
that Parabellum didn't have any garrisons. How are they looking now?
They have two garrisons, one on Battery, one south of Battery. and they have that red zone garrison right here on E4. I believe this is the one that they used to spawn, or they just reset it or something before, once the cap was
Yep.
done. But yeah, that's a bit too close. Yeah, just got taken down.
Well, and actually we see a
Was too
supply
close to
drop
be
happening right
useful.
now. All right, E5 coming. It would be the garrison right over the other side. Meanwhile, garrison situations. One garrison just got taken down by Tempest as he's looking to move some up. Possibly locked on that. Remember in the headquarters sector that there will be no more red zone garrisons. Once you're back to your last sector, the enemy has to do it the old-fashioned way. And resource-wise, Parabellum 20 fuel, 0 ammunition. That hurts.
Yep.
That hurts. They're not going to be generating any resources now in Update 9. Once again, we're talking about changes being tested for Update 10, which would still provide Parabellum some use on this. But at this point, we are just at 48 minutes left 48 minutes into the match, 52 minutes left remaining, and Parabellum is at a full attrition mode. Nothing happening here. Geed and is trying to clear out the last of this counterattack from Crossroads. Valde staying alive, trying to get his OP back down, keep his squad into the fight. We do see some other orange dots out there in the distance. Some harassing elements. Valde goes down right now, but let's go ahead and take a look at the battery. This is, I tell you, this is actually one of my favorite trenches in the entire game. Let's go ahead. I want to highlight this here. This trench system right going through here is just one of my favorite ones to just get a couple guys, go in. You could go as far as coming up from the left. You obviously could do the trench system. Where I like to do is kind of do these little hops out, maybe run off this side and then hop back in. So you're not always in the trench. Play a little bit of a cat and mouse game with the guys in front of you. Really want to see who's going to take that run. And actually, we might have our first contestant. Deflays supporting Bellows. Rifleman supported by Automatic Rifleman. Would have liked to see the Automatic Rifleman first. You can hear those footsteps. There's no silence in this.
Are you saying I need to do ranking video on the trenches of Hell Let Loose?
Yes, the top 10 Hell Let Loose trenches.
Tier list.
Yep.
Trenches.
This is number one. This is number one. Actually, I don't. I mean, that's kind of hard.
Boy.
Well, I was gonna say you're gonna have to. I mean, it's gonna be so hard because Kursk is gonna be coming up too, which is just trenches on trenches.
All the trenches.
All the trenches. Oh, Bellows headshot. He's not gonna last anymore. Deflay's gonna go in. Sees just the corpse that was his buddy. Deflay, normally it's not a good spot to be. Yep. Oh, they gotta go ahead and die together. I was like, normally it's not a good position to be right where your last buddy died. Looking at that, actually looks like maybe some of our Parabellum folks over the side got that shot. So Parabellum taking control of Inchon's favorite trench. Nimkos going against Olu. Assault against Assault. Olu gets the better of him on that engagement. Olu looking to rebandage though. Did take a little bit of blood. Get some support over there from the left side.
What's going on Crossroads right now? Able Squad, it seems, and Delta Squad have built a garrison right around here, around the move mark there, and they are flanking. They're doing a deep flank on the side of Crossroads. That's Crossroads on my right. This is Able Squad moving in very stealthily to these houses, and this is actually, I think this angle of attack onto Crossroads is actually really good. So yeah, they are still, putting in the pressure, but being smart about it, not pushing straight from the front, giving themselves enough room to be able to get some terrain, some ground in. I'm guessing German here is going to build his OP around this area. Do you think we're going to see a big push with the tanks from 116th down on the last point?
Normally I would say that, but to me, so far in the first half of this game, the tanks have felt really disjointed from the infantry on this. Now,
Yeah.
As you know, the attrition effect takes effect on Parabellum. We're not going to see any more armor for Parabellum. We actually got a good little engagement happening here as Olu going against Valde, Raytar, some other elements. This is just south of Artillery Battery, over there by the mansion, if you will. Barricart. Raytar sees the OP, goes for it, but Deflay's covering his OP. Let's see if Tixamino is able to range it.
Renaissance, by the way, just got a like 150-meter shot with
Dude,
the AP.
Renaissance has just had some
I don't know if
great
it was
plays
a
this game.
Garrison or OP, but he definitely got a really nice shot in.
Yep. Rassilon gets the best of Texamo. OP still staying up there. Like to see Devil possibly run that ridge line, or that edge. See if he can get at his proximity, but instead he gets shot from behind by the squad leader, which is Dusel. MG setting up. Oh, Dusel shoots him from behind. Dusel on a 2-kill streak right now. Is he going to be filling Nikos on the other side? He's not. Nikos takes him down. Char with the MG hip firing. Seen a lot of effective hip firing on these close engagements for both this map and St. Marie Iglesia. All right, Bodo. Let's do it, buddy. Let's get into the trench system.
Dude, I am tracking Lich here, who is taking down garrisons one after the other one, and OPs with a truck. He's gone all the way from the flank. And what is he doing now? Is he gonna satchel this? Yeah, that is a satchel on that garrison. Look at that.
Just a one-man wrecking crew.
This is, yeah, this has been, I've been following him for some time, and he's been unopposed here on the, you know, roaming the countryside in his little truck. Is Gad gonna be his dead?
He is. Well done here. All right, but I'm gonna take us back up to my favorite trench system.
Something.
General Hux back into the trenches. This is where previously we saw our two compadres from the 116th STB die. General Hux now going to be moving up his OP. I like it. Feeling it's comfortable enough.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. They have an attack garrison. They've overcommitted on the attack, and now battery's starting to flash.
Ooh, AP mine takes him down. Let's go ahead and see what's happening there on the battery.
Yeah, I'm on the same. Yeah, battery. I wanted to show the map. Look at this. They have an attack garrison. Oh, they are getting some cap progress on Crossroads, so this might be the old flipper.
Well, and look at this. Look at this. What's happening here is you actually got them coming in from multiple angles. You got a force coming in from the south, a force coming directly in from the east, and then a small force coming around on the north side. This has all the makings of a recapture. As 116th and STB, only one comes in on that spawn, possibly an OP. But cap progress now 30% towards Parabellum. Remember, Parabellum's going to want every single point as they go. Even a 2-3 is more powerful than a 1-4 or a 5-0. Obviously, there's some great John Madden's ism. You put points on the scoreboard, it helps you. Lich King taking the front on there, but actually D-Pen gets the rear shot of the Panther. Panther very quickly flips around. Looks like a solo Panther, if I can see it correctly. It is. Mahik goes into the driver's seat, flips it around quickly. Wolf gets taken down by Rosso, but the attack is on. Cap progress now 50% towards Parabellum.
They still have a garrison here on Crossroads, but it is marked. Parabellum knows where that garrison is. Oh, and they just had a massive spawn come in.
So bend, don't break defense. We do have an OP right up here on the front. Let's see if D-Pen and Wolf can get out of there. D-Pen doesn't make it, but Moppin looking to happen. Nade's going out from Wolf. Goes down. Oh, that garrison is taken out. Strafe run on the backside. All hands on deck for the defense here. Bullet takes
they're
down Bellows.
falling
Yep. Looking at our cap, defense is regaining at 80% defense, increasing towards 100.
Bombing run. Bombing run completely off the mark there. I'd say not
off the
where
mark, but
the team is.
You know, but you know, maybe give it a little bit of cushion there for your friendlies. I'd rather hit nothing than hit half my own team, I guess, you know?
Yeah. They still have that attack garrison on the right side, so they can keep, you know, pouring in and putting some pressure in. Yeah. I'm surprised we're not seeing the second tank from 116s, because they have a solo tanker here. Where are the other tanks? Where are the other tanks? We haven't seen them all match.
This is the where the other tanks the map.
Yeah, we're so used to seeing, you know, them use their tanks. Actually, we should go over the battery, which is starting to get capped 70%, 60%.
Yep, as they did their final push.
Well, I'll tell you where the tanks are. They are right here. They have a Panther here, and they have a Tiger. Full frontal assault by STDB and 116th here. And this might be GG.
We're right approaching the 42 minutes left in the match. Dussel goes down. All hands on deck for Parabellum as they're looking to get into the strong point. Attack pressure. Ooh, that's a healthy wave from Parabellum. Yep.
Yeah, those tanks need to just... I wonder if one of the tanks is going to get a lucky shot into that garrison.
Well, if anybody's going to be able to do it, the Panthers... Oh, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. A little wider than he thought. Rico trying to come off on the left-hand side. We see the trenches, all the smoke's out. It's carnage and chaos as the defense has regained back up to 50%.
That garrison's gone. That garrison's gone.
Was it the Tiger that took it out there?
I think it. No, I think it was the. Might have been the Tiger.
Panther,
Yes, might have been. I'm not sure which one it was.
Look at, oh man, our assault player over here going through the smoke. That's Olu, called his name out multiple times. On his right-hand flank, Engineered Class and Bodo takes down an OP. Bodo goes down, though, loses his helmet. That's a headshot. But damage is done. As Battery now going back towards the attackers. They actually see off on the distance there in the active sector a whole nother squad holding that point. This might be it, right around a 40-minute match. Let's see if it ends here.
They do have one more garrison that they managed to spawn.
Is it going to be enough?
Garrison down. They're not going to have another spawn here.
There's that armor now.
That's
There's
GG, yeah.
The trench system coming in. Tigers coming in. And that is the match, right under 39 minutes, 45 seconds. 1/16th and STB take the win there. Tempest, go ahead and enjoy the broadcasters 10% there. Looking at top squad, offensive-wise, Baker squad from STB, Olu, Dusselfred, we saw them in the fronts there. Olu, 409 as a assault player. Granted, might be swapping out, doing his thing. Defense looked like prep before they left into the match. You can see I've been playing a little bit more up to 231. Mono, let's over to you. Let's see what Mono's rank is. Hold on, look at 182. You'll get there one day, buddy. You'll get there.
I'm just gonna have to go build some nodes and
yeah, I was gonna say. Meanwhile, looking over here. Tank from Allies pulling up the top squad, which it doesn't really care or count because you know all of them get the same points. But
yep.
Yeah, but that was that match.
That was a good match.
It was a good match, and I liked that
that recap on Crossroads almost.
Yeah. I mean, Parabellum obviously showing why they're in the top half of the Summer Cup. 160th SCB's really enjoyed this 5-0 win. Remember, they were just 1 point behind, so possibly next week I have to check with the organizers. We might be seeing another 116th STB versus Pi 104th matchup. But that really has just been a battle between those two teams. But I'll say this one: I don't think STB and 116th played their best game today.
I would have to agree 100% on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of great individual plays. They were winning enough gunfights. They were, obviously playing the map control. I didn't see artillery be as much effective. Granted, I want to take a look back on it and see if their artillery was being harassed. That could have been it. I didn't get a chance to look at it. But I felt their armor, for having as many players up there, 2-man tank crews, it was just disjointed from the rest of their team on that. Granted, at the end, it came together.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did come together at the end, and they did take the last point together. But definitely expected to see more of that armor and infantry working together, especially on the push to Crossroads. They basically pushed on to Crossroads using infantry only, I'm going to say.
Yeah. No, it was just kind of pure skill of the squad leaders moving up, getting their OPs, getting the kills happening there. I will say for Parabellum, obviously the 0-5 loss is something that's going to sting for tonight. But I think, looking at this, Parabellum played a really good game. It's not going to show on the scoreboard, but they missed some fundamental things, resource nodes, falling behind on garrisons. I thought they put together a great counterattack coming back on Crossroads. It didn't materialize the way we wanted it to. You highlighted the transport truck terror. The TTT transport truck terror. Go around.
Transporter. Jason Statham.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Let's go with that. His ability to harass in the backfield. Parabellum played really well in the backfield.
Yes,
trying to set
definitely.
up. They just and I'll give credit to this. They weren't so heavy into the backfield, minus that last push. When we saw that last push, I think that was a kind of an all in. They knew they were out of resources, had to give on it. And when it failed, they started the cap. 116th and STB started the cap on that point. But I think for Parabellum, you walk away from this thinking like, man, guys, we just focus on a few of these basics, and we had this game.
Yeah, I'd say they're flanking and they're getting behind enemy lines, because we saw them get behind Rue de la Gare, pretty effectively, and on the flanking side on Crossroads, behind Crossroads, when they managed to coming from the south on that garrison, almost flip it back. Their back line is definitely really good. I think they need to work a bit on their front line, because in order to do the pinch that you want to do, you need a solid front line that's not going to move, right?
Agreed.
And we did see them, I think, struggle to get organized, especially at the start of the game. They only had two garrisons on Crossroads. It was hard to tell from the map, what they were trying to do. It seemed like, squads running around everywhere, not really a group cohesion that, to set up some garrisons on the front line, put some pressure on there and establish a really solid front line, basically. That's something I'd say they're gonna maybe watch this video and see those mistakes, because not being if there's 5 minutes where there's a couple of squads that aren't sure what they should be doing, that's really bad. Like you can't have that.
Everybody's got a role. So let's talk a little bit of this. Normally at this point we talk about the map, talked about there. This is one where I really wanted to focus on the structure. We took a couple minutes during the match between a little bit of role and repositioning to look at the structure of the team. So let me ask two questions to you, Mano, and relatively short answers, please. One, we saw Parabellum going 3-man tank crews only. We saw STB and 116th doing the 2-man, 1-man tank crews. What's your thoughts? And it might be kind of just only update 9. We'll talk. Update 10 is going to change. But would you rather have 2 3-man crews or 3 2-man crews, because you're still going to be allocating 6 people towards armor.
I'd say 3 2-man crews any day.
Yep.
We saw how effective they were. We saw, I think it was Malik.
Malik was a solo tanker.
Yeah, solo tanker, and he was extremely effective. You know, he got
a beautiful ballerina in there in the Panther, just spinning and killing people with his coaxial.
Yeah. However, again, in 10 days, that's no longer possible. I'm going to say, because in update 10, it takes so long to switch positions in the tank.
I think it's like 4 seconds for medium and 6 seconds for heavy, which is a lifetime in a tank.
Yes, it is. It is too much, you know. So you're not gonna be able to do that. You know, have one go gunner while the driver switch to commander spots, then switch to go to driver again. That's not gonna happen. So we're gonna see. I'd say, except for some major exception, like maybe a tank that's on the defense side or something, I don't think we're going to see much of that 2-man crew going forward ever.
Like a fixed gun type of deal.
Yeah, maybe like in that case, yes. But if you happen to have the extra resources, you know, but update 10 forwards, it's going to be a 3-man crew all the time.
Agreed. Well, we'll see definitely from there. But agreed for update 9.
Speaking of which, video out on update 10, you know, showing the PTE, and also interview with Max that just went live right before this. So if you guys are interested in that, check that out.
Definitely. So let's go ahead and wrap it up here. I think that was a great segue. Check out Mono's other videos. We will be back next week for the Summer Cup. I think I'm broadcasting a scrim between WTH and I forgot. I think it's one of the Germans that is in the Summer Cup. I have to pull that back up. But make sure check out Mono stream. Check back to this Twitch channel for competitive and HL news, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Bye bye.